Good morning, guys. Welcome to Indiana Farm Boy. Today we are stripping topsoil and possibly starting digging a basement. So stick with us and see how this goes. This morning we are here at a new house and garage. I've already started stripping the garage pad. So here is the pad for where the garage is going. So I think it's they've made it now a 3-car garage. So here's the corner stake for the house, and it's kind of an angle. I've got it over stripped. This is all gonna have to get stripped anyway because this is gonna be part of the drive to the garage. That is the other corner of the house. The house sits right here. This is where the basement's going for the house. I think it's a 40 by 60 basement and everything. So we should get some pretty good videos how to dig in this basement. We have the brand new excavator way down at the road. It's all the way down there, way down there. So I don't know, maybe that's like probably, it feels like a half-mile drive that's going to come, because the drive kind of from the excavator boom way down there, if you guys can see, it kind of zigs and then comes up alongside this woods and to the house in this garage. But getting all this topsoil stripped, it's hard to see it, but basically that's like approximately 3 foot lower. This garage falls off along this hill, so I'm getting down. As you see, here's some clay right here. There's some topsoil here, but it's pretty much down, stripped down. I'll probably come in here with the bucket, clean it up once I get pretty close with the dozer blade. I did end up getting the wings on it. In the last video I talked about getting the wings on. I couldn't get them on the day, so last night we worked on getting those lined out. So yeah, as you can see right here, if you look, if you kind of see, there's a big hill that way. So the house sits at the very top, and so this falls off. We need to level this up, and then we're gonna have to, I'll have to strip topsoil so that this can be blended back into the hill, like, yeah, straight off this corner back to the drive, so that it's blended in. So I'll have to strip all of this topsoil too, but I'm not too worried about that today. I want to get the house pad. The general contractor is gonna come help me. I mean, they laid out the building, but he's gonna help me make sure everything's good to go and dig the basement to what he wants exactly. There's going to be an ICF basement. I don't know if you watch Dirt Perfect's videos at all, but he does it. I'm not doing anything to do with the basement itself, just digging it, doing the excavation work. But it looks like there's going to be some pretty good clay, because right here where I kind of got down to the clay, it's looking pretty good. It's super dry here. Haven't had rain in a really long time, so this stuff's like powder. It's rock hard, and then all of a sudden you bite in to it. So it's kind of a little more challenging, I guess, to cut the topsoil off when it's like this, because the topsoil doesn't really, it's so hard, the ground's so hard, and then it just turns to powder once you break it up. So Alright guys, well, I got it all somewhat graded out here. There's a bunch of hills I was cutting out a little bit more than I should, so I stopped. Because I mean, this is the basement. I just wanted to save topsoil, so getting this cleaned up. Got quite the pile started. So I gotta get this tree cleaned up, get all this cleaned up before the general contractor gets here. We're gonna lay out this building all the way. So I'm gonna get to doing this, finish up here, and I'll catch up with you probably after the general contractor meets up with us. So I got it cleaned up, waiting still on the contractor to get here so we can set everything up. But as you can see, about right there, there's a stake. That's the one corner. The other corner's right there. Here's a corner. And then there's the stake that would be there. And that's the basement. That'll be the house. And then this angled part that runs kind of at an angle right there, where you can see it, that is the garage. So it actually looks like there's the general contractor right there coming up. So this looks, we got it stripped, cleaned up. Looks really nice. Got all this topsoil saved for the house. Got that down there for that end. Still have to strip more right where that drive meets comes in, because I got to build a pad. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. So all right guys, welcome back. So the general contractor is here, customers here, figured everything out, got the laser set up, got 10-foot cut right here. It's where the first corner of the basement is. This is a 40 by 60. Yeah, my line's not straight, but straight enough to dig the over dig. Got all of it painted over. The extra, I'm all ready to go to start digging. I'm gonna take this first row, throw it right here, and then I'll have to throw it over there because we're gonna put all of this dirt back there for now. So I gotta throw twice. So dig, throw here. Once I get a pile here, I'll come back, I'll dig this and throw it. So half my time will probably be spent throwing, but I need to dig this outside one first down so I know where the outside line is, and then I can come in here, dig that way, and then I'll be able to just hog this out and throw as far as I can. So we're gonna start right here and start digging. So I'm gonna get you guys set up right here as we start digging so you guys can watch the beginning process here. So let me get the tripod set up for you guys. Alright guys, well, as you saw in the time lapse, we started digging that way. Got that on grade. As you can see, I started digging. We dug that corner on grade, dug this, and we moved all that dirt over there. Right now, I'm hogging out some of this basement right here, piling it back here, and he is dumping it up there on the pile. So it's working out pretty good. He's obviously can't keep up. This track hoe will throw a lot more dirt that skid steer move, but every little bit he moves now is less I have to rethrow with the excavator. So alright guys, well, as you saw from the time lapses, we started digging. I think I did a short thing about digging. We dug these this way, so we had grade pretty close on the sides, and then now I started hogging out the dirt. We made it almost, what, 3/4 of the way pretty much to that back wall, and we got 2 more cuts. The one last cut will probably be throwing it onto the pad for the garage that I stripped this morning. I have to do strip a little bit more topsoil. Sun's probably in your guys' eyes, but we got quite the mound over here of dirt that we have gotten so far too. I don't know, that's probably about 30, maybe 25 triaxle loads. It's not as much, but whenever you're moving it you gotta move it twice since we can't reach where we're piling it up. Dad was carrying with the skid steer and I was throwing, and then sometimes double throwing. So with him here and him running the skid steer, it did go a lot faster because I figured everything I threw I was just gonna have to keep throwing. So it saved me time with him moving dirt, so more of it got out of my way.
So you're saying your dad's awesome?
I'm saying my dad's awesome.
That's what I thought you were saying.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that's pretty much a wrap for today. We will be back tomorrow. I think we're bringing the pad foot compactor with us so we can start building the pad with some of this dirt, because as we get that way, probably be easier just to that back corner over there to just use as much dirt there so we have less to move. So that will probably be the plan. And then probably at the end we talked about it, we're gonna build a ramp for the skid steer, go down in and smooth it all out so it looks really nice, and it's great for the concrete guys when they come in and pour footers. It'll just work out good for everybody. So appreciate you guys sticking with us. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back to this morning. I guess now it's kind of getting towards afternoon. We didn't get here till late. We had to go get the compactor. I'll walk over here and show you, but we got the sheep's foot so we can start building the pad today. We got here, we had to get everything set up. We had some difficulties. That new excavator, it's really my first time. I lifted this thing at the house. Seemed like it didn't really want to pick it up, but it seemed like it would pick it up. Well, today it would not pick it up. So this is my new sheep's foot. I got this the other day. I do not have any footage. We went over to neighboring town and bought this. Actually, really specifically for this job. I've been looking for one for a while though, so we got it all unloaded and ready to hook up to the back of the skid steer. This clay's start to dry out some, so I kind of tracked it in yesterday, as you can see with the track hoe and the skid steer, but I want to go ahead and compact it. But we just got the laser set up in the bottom. We did some more this morning. We tried with the bucket for a little while, but we ended up switching to the dozer blade on the skid steer and pushing the dirt. And it seems like once you get a good ramp built, he can pretty much push about the same my bucket width. So I don't know with the bucket though, he may be able to do the same, I'm not sure. But I'm ready for him to check grade before I move where I am. digging this corner out right here. So I get back to here, and then I will come back here and do another cut. Back to what I was talking about this thing lifting. It's not that it doesn't have the power to lift. It's the relief valves. I can hear the relief valve in the boom. I'm wondering if they didn't, you know, let this, because it's a rental, let the relief pressure off sooner so people didn't damage their piece of equipment. So we need to call the dealership, and I'm going to call them and see. I have a guy there that was really helpful the last time I was there. Sorry about the wind. It's kind of windy up here on this hill. There's front scattered showers rolling through today, but I might need to call him and see how I can adjust and how to know what to do on my turns and stuff to get the relief pressure turned up on this excavator, because Farmer's Lowell's 200, he borrowed that roller and we loaded it this morning with it. It handles it just fine, and it doesn't weigh as much as this machine, and it'll pick up more than this machine. So something's going on in the valve body, I think, because when I'm lifting up, I can hear the pressure bleed off. I can hear it, and it won't hold it up. It'll lift it up for a second, and then it starts to let off the pressure. So I just need to get that all squared away. So I'll have to call. That's the only complaint so far I have about the excavator. This is actually the first job. I don't know if I mentioned the first job it's been on. It's actually been at the farm, cleaning up trees and just a bunch of other stuff that needed to be cleaned up, and so we could test out the machine to make sure everything's working. I did get a fuel cap up there. There's a nice shiny brand new fuel cap. Did get a fuel cap in for it, so that's checked off the list. So I am happy. So we're just going to keep digging. Like I said, that's about a third of it done. Once we finish this corner out right here, we'll have a third of it done. That's quite the pile of dirt we got started, and hopefully we'll still be able to use a bunch on the pad over here. But while he's not here checking grade for me, I'm going to get back in the skid steer, and I'm going to start stripping topsoil over here, so that way I'm ready to go when he gets off the phone. So I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit and see what the progress is. All right, guys, well, our piles got way bigger since the last time you guys saw it. I don't think I caught you up since here. We got this corner pretty much done right here, this section that I was working on this morning, and we started digging this out. Now the basement's starting to open up some, so you guys can understand what's going on here. It's just basically a square hole in the ground, so nothing fancy. So we threw a lot of this dirt over here, and then now, as you see in the background, we are starting to build this pad. And what I'm doing is I'm mixing this dirt. The top about 5 feet to 6 feet is dry, and the bottom of it is about 5 feet of wet clay. So you can see it's got black, or see that right there, that gray color? It means it's poorly drained. Just some nice sticky clay. If you're building a pond dam with this, it would be awesome. But anyway, we are packing this pad together. We got this morning, I think you guys saw, we got the compactor here. So he is running back and forth across this pad, and I didn't do the best job at leveling it out for him, so it's kind of uneven. I was throwing it with the excavator, so he's just packing across it. I'll get you some good footage of it here once he turns around here. See if we can follow it. See where it goes. Yeah, and you can see where it's soft. So see right in there, I just added dirt there, and it's definitely soft. Now skid steer struggles to pull that thing up that hill when he's turning. See, that's real soft in there and muddy, sticky, so it keeps sticking to it. So this is where he needs to pack mostly, because I just added a bunch of dirt. I might have to put some dry dirt on top of it because it's wanting to stick real bad. Where it's really, where I just dug out of the bottom mostly. I didn't have too much dry stuff to mix in with it. So. May have to mix some dry stuff in there because the rest of the pad worked good. And now I also threw it maybe a touch too thick. Maybe I think it's about 6-8 inches, but it's just so hard, so soft there. So I'm not sure. This is our first time using this. I just got it. I think I explained that in the beginning of the video. So it's kind of a learning process to figure out exactly how to tell when it's struggling, when it's not. But when I drove the track hoe across up there, I didn't even sink in one bit, so I can tell it's making a heck of a difference in packing it. So it's all a learning process. He needs to get right here against the edge to pack this, but you can see this stuff is some mean dirt, and it will pack like nothing. I mean, this garage pad is not going to move one bit. I think even if I would have just used the track hoe, it would have been fine with how good this dirt is to pack. But I bought this specifically for this job, actually, just because I've been wanting one. It gave me a good reason to use it. So kind of tell when it gets compacted, it starts to ride higher. So see right there, hold on, wait. See how it's still sinking in, but it's not as much as it was sinking in. You can tell where it's compact and where it's not. So once it starts really sinking in, that's how you know it's compact, or stop sinking in, sorry. Once it stops sinking in, let me speak here. See how it's barely sinking in here, but then down in there it's sinking in? That's just because I added dirt right there. So he's really got to pack it down, and this stuff's a tad tacky, so. There we go, now it's starting to get more compact. Even though it's bringing up a bunch, it's packing it down really nice, so I think we'll be all right. Well, guys, I got you guys took down from the tripod. We are cleaning up for the day. What do you think, Dad? Looks pretty good?
I love it. It looks fantastic.
We got benchmark painted, and we got one over here because we're going to have to set up so we can see exactly how much pad we have to do with tomorrow. He's going to break down the laser. You just leave the tripod right there. Just
yeah, I don't think anybody's going to get down here and steal it.
If someone steals it, then we're really, because I don't even...
It.
Oh, there's a little buck. I don't think I can zoom in for you guys. There's a little buck standing right here next to us. Yeah, it looks like it's got a rack on it. He is very confused of why there's things going on up here. I'll have to tell her husband, Dad. He said he was hoping that he'd be able to shoot deer out of his house. I said,
yeah,
well,
he'll be able to.
I think he'll be able to.
Here. Great location for a house, that's for sure.
Yeah, like if you guys, I don't know if we can see, I don't know if I showed this the first day, but right behind this deer, way down there, there's telephone poles. That's the road way down there. It's probably a half-mile drive. You can see the neighbor's sheds, but that's about it. It's really nice back here, so excellent location. Here, Dad, if you want to toss up the rod to me.
Yeah, I can.
Or hand it up. Not toss it, but hand it up. I guess you can just extend it out where the benchmark is. Just extend it because we're gonna have to set it right back down there.
You doing that tonight?
Yeah. I want to see how much the pad we...
Don't you need the tripod for up there?
No, we'll just set it on the ground. Set the laser on the box.
Okay.
Or on the track of the hoe or something. On the skid steer, something. Sorry, bear with me as I extend said laser rod.
Here, give me the camera.
Yeah, take them on a grand tour of the basement. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
We caught you guys.
Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing, bro.
I'll have to...
All right. This is what it looks like when you're the ditch bitch down here in the bottom. Down at the bottom of the swimming pool. Looks good. Looks real good. Okay. Get me the heck out of here.
You want to take them on a ride?
Yeah. Give me the elevator.
Oh! Somebody caught all this dang dirt here in my way. I don't...
That butterfly keeps landing on me.
Yeah, did you show him your pet butterfly?
Yeah.
Follows you
That thing
around?
just keeps landing on me. I can fly. See a giant pile of dirt. All right, that's good for now.